Well, welcome back to Flying with Mike. Thank you so much for being a part of our wonderful community. Thank you. And we are in Seattle. Correction, although you would think we are. No, we're actually in San Francisco, headed to Seattle. Clipper, Gem of the Ocean means one and only Pan Am is going to be taking us up there. I don't know who has Flight 122 out there. Shame on you. No. But anyway, we are just about ready for pushback. So welcome in. Thank you so much. If you happen to watch the one prior to this, coming out of Los Angeles, I hope you enjoyed. It was a fun flight. Weather didn't turn out to be so much what the METAR said. So they said 23 broken, 2,300 broken. I'd say more like 1,100, if even that, maybe 1,000. Still perfectly legal and plenty of visibility once we finally came out of this. And you can tell it's been, I mean, just sitting here for the last half hour, 45 minutes, it's just gone from pea soup to this, off and on. So it's, wow, what a day in San Francisco. So anyway, we're getting ready to push back here. I hope y'all are ready. Thank you, Twitch, for hanging in there. And those that are still here, we appreciate it. Hope you got something out of that pre-flight and all getting the bird ready. We do have checklists to run. So without further ado, let's crawl up, get this plane all set, ready to go. Again, we are in Terminal 3 at San Francisco. Wouldn't want to be there myself. No, just kidding. Oh, anyway. So hope y'all have had a great hump day. That's right, it's Wednesday. Getting over the hump, headed for the weekend. St. Louis, the weekend looks phenomenal weather-wise. Hopefully, things are phenomenal for you and for all out there. Right now, we're dealing with about 2.5 to 12 inches of snow, depending where we are. Bad attitude. Don't flip. Wait. What? Don't flip. Wait. Sorry. Too soon. Okay, that is all code for something. I don't know. Bad attitude, and that's what. That's why we don't call the office too much, because we get code back quite a bit. Wait, did you hear about Delta in Toronto? Yes, we did, and I made my apology yesterday for some rumors I heard as a potential cause. And I will say it here in case y'all didn't watch the first video. Yesterday's flights with American, was relaying information I heard about over exceeding their crosswind limits. It does not even appear there was a crosswind on that runway. So that was my bad, and I did and still do apologize. I am no expert in accident recreation, don't want to be. That looks too difficult. But yes, we did hear about the disaster in Toronto. Oh, okay. Well, I again apologize for jumping out there and saying something about crosswinds. So that's why I said don't flip. Ah, gotcha now. It'd be a heck of a wind to flip this plane. Anyway, let's get in here and bring some toolkit in and fill in the gaps for everyone so we don't flip. All right, there's the routing, as you can see. It has changed. Compliments of NorCal before he signed off. We are now doing the Santana 2 departure, deadhead. So just substitute that in there. for the flight, we got 302 people daring to go fly today, 16,000 pounds of cargo. Actually, I think we have a little more. We'll show it. And again, they're telling us one left. I was given 2.8 left. I'm going to go with 2.8 left. One, because it's a lot longer, and two, it's a lot longer. That's just plain and simple. Mach 85 at 40,000 feet. Weather, you can read this till the cows come home, folks. It will change worse than it does here in the Midwest. You blink your eyes, you may all of a sudden, where'd the runway go? Welcome. This has been one of them kind of days here. But anyway, they're calling it overcast at 23. I'll say 11. Are you going to go Mach 0.85 or Mach 85? That's wild. We haven't decided yet, Hawker, but welcome in. Thank you, sir, for coming aboard. Wow, 2 days in a row. That is awesome, sir. That is awesome.
Like, I don't get that.
I don't know.
Be fast to win big.
Hey, another good
So talk out loud and work together. Let's begin.
All right, and folks, I do recommend, if you haven't already, head over to Hawker's site. Oops, got to do it.
Pick the one you like.
Fucking scary.
Head over to Hawker's site. He does do some interesting things, from play drums to play weird, not weird, but different games on stream, but also to find out if he's actually done anything with the Hawker 125 that's in his garage. He's turning that into a sim someday between now and I don't know if we can even come up with a date. So anyway, check him out, go give him a follow, and enjoy the time over there. Do you you know, I would buy your comment there, Mr. Hawker, but I'm looking outside and I'm looking at the humidity gauge, and it is extremely dry. That's why we didn't have 5 feet of snow. So it's not humid. 6 months from now it might be, but it's not humid. But hey, welcome in. Thanks for being here, and I hope we can have some fun. That's the name of the game of flight simming, having fun. All right, so we've seen what we have aboard or planned. And let's see how that translates. You know, sometimes it's starting to feel like I need to be on SeaTac just to get a little quiet, since people won't go there. All right, let's close in on this. Okay, so here's the breakdown. 650-mile run, 40,000 feet. We're actually not showing any head or tailwind, so I'm going to air with a headwind of 10 knots, 150 miles to our alternate, which just happens to be Portland. And we're going to run with a contingency of 10% on board, 30 minutes of fuel. And before dispatch gives me gripe, I'm the captain. That's what we're flying with. Oh. So here's what it broke down to. You can read that here. I'll hold for a while. And here's how it breaks down in the cabin. You can figure out where it is up here on the graphic. So then you would take those numbers that you generate here. You haven't loaded the plane. Just come over here, refuel. Gee, I wonder what that does. Click load data sheet. You can call it or hit instant. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Didn't want to sneeze in your ears. And then payload. Same thing. Load date, use your data sheet, and then decide how you want to load it. And then you're ready to go. The only thing left to do is come down, do your calculations. Guess what? Load sheet. Airport. 2.8 left is 11,300. 0, 280. We'll call it dry. I really don't know. 15, 30, 18, and currently showing 220 as of 43 minutes ago at 11. All right, so here's what we're looking for on speeds. Oh, this is landing. Oh, I'm not worthy. Load sheet. Okay, let's try this again. 0. Okay, dry. 16. 15. Okay. 30. 18. 220. 17. I'm sorry, 11. All right, so here's our takeoff. I'm like, why do I have all these V speeds? Okay, so V1's 115, 122, 139. We only need about 6,500 feet of runway. Here's the rest of our numbers. So we click set speed bugs. They're moved into position. We're ready to go. Let's run that first checklist. See what we missed.
Checklist, please. Gear lever and lights. Down and check. Brakes.
They're actually set, right? Yep. Hang on, I'll get that in a second. See. San Fran to Seattle. Start the flight. Getting ACARS up and running for Pan Am. If you're interested in a good up-and-coming VA, check us out at Pan Am Virtual. We're flying for Pan Am with the 74s, the 1985 schedule. We actually do have a 707 schedule for 1961. So, all right, let's get over here. Check.
Start levers. Off. Radios. On and check. Flight control hydraulic power. On. INS. Check and nav. Compasses. Slaved. Window heat.
That would be true. I forgot to turn that on.
On. Seatbelts and no smoking. Hold on. On. Emergency lights. Armed. Exterior lights. Check. Flight instruments. Check. Altimeters and clocks. 1, 0, 2, 2. Set and cross-check. Radio INS switches. Radio. Radar and transponder. Damn. Standby. Indicator lights. Check. Engine and wing anti-ice. Off. Stall warning. Check. Mach airspeed warning. Check. Auto brakes. Check and off. Body gear steering. Arm. Anti-skid. On. Autopilot and flight director. Check and off. Takeoff warning. Check. Auto flight enunciators. Check. GPWS. Hold on. Check.
Pull up. Glide
Instrument
slope.
warning.
Glide slope.
Check.
Pull
Flight
up.
director computer selectors. Check. Instrument source selectors. Normal. Reserve brake valve. Closed. Spoilers. Down. Static selectors. Normal. Oxygen mask and regulator. Check and emergency off. Brake pressure. Check. Stabilizer trim. Check and on. Rudder and aileron trim. Check.
Battery. On. APU panel. Wait. Check. Auxiliary power. Check. Engine oil quantity. Check. Fuel quantity. 70743 pounds. Fuel panel. Let's see. Check and set. Pressurization controls. Check and set. Bleed controls. This. Check and set. Hydraulic quantity. Check. EPR computer. Go around. Circuit breakers. Check. Indicator lights. Check. Electrical panel. Check and set. Air conditioning controls. Check and set. Fire control and wing overheat panels. Check and set. Equipment cooling. Check. Passenger oxygen. Check. Hydraulic panel. Check and set. Fuel jettison panel. Check. Crew oxygen. On. Oxygen mask and regulator. Check and emergency off. ADPs off. Checklist completed.
All right, so we'll catch up now with the after start here momentarily. Let's get over here.
Cockpit to ground. Disconnect ground power.
Ground power disconnected.
Let's push it back.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming. All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Cockpit to ground. Remove the chocks. Parking brake set.
Shocks removed.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
All right, I think doors are closed. Oh well. Here we go. San Francisco traffic, Clipper 120 heavy, pushing back Terminal 3.
Parking brake released.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Ready to start the engines.
Ready for engine start.
Starting engine 3.
Starter valve open. %, and 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
Starter off. Engine stabilized.
Starting engine 4.
Starter valve open. %, and 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
Starter off. Engine stabilized.
Starting engine 1.
Starter valve open.
Starting engine
Just
2.
about done here. Go ahead and set your
Starter
parking
valve
brake.
open.
Parking brake set.
And we're
20% and
disconnecting
2.
tow. Give me just a moment.
20% and 2.
Fuel on. Light up. Fuel on. Light up. Fuel on. Fuel on. Fuel on.
Starter off. Starter off. Engine stabilized. Engine stabilized.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
All right, I kind of let them do a lot. I thought the wife had some instructions for me here. They're not ready to go yet, I think. So, all right, so let's get this going. All right, so we just got the generators on. We forgot this switch last time. Generators are off, so we can turn that off. Go ahead and get these all on because we're gonna need them eventually. And the checks. Okay, let's run the next checklist.
After start checklist.
Flight recorder.
On.
Start switches.
Off.
Beacon lights.
On.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Engine anti-ice.
Off.
Electrical panel. Check. Pack valves. Open. Dual warning lights. Out. Hydraulic panel. Check. Flight recorder. On. After start checklist completed.
Hang on. Laps 20. Okay.
Flaps 20.
All right, flaps are at 20. I'm going to hold for just a second here.
San Francisco traffic, let's get 8016. ILS runway 28 left, 10 miles out.
All right, sorry for that, folks. I knew that was coming, so more to come.
San Francisco traffic, let's get
Okay, we left off, let's see, what did I miss over here? Probe heat, flight controls, yaw dampers, APU fuel heat. Off. Let's just run it and let it find them.
Taxi checklist, please.
Flaps. Flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Takeoff data, EPR and airspeed bugs. Stabilizer trim.
Set in green band.
Probe heat.
On.
Flight controls.
Check.
Yaw dampers.
Check.
Seatbelt and shoulder harness.
Check.
APU. Off. Fuel heat. Off. Totalizer and gross weight. Set. Flight engineer and pilot panels. Check. Aft cargo heat. Normal. Seatbelt and shoulder harness. Check.
Parking brake released.
Taxi checklist completed.
Cabin crew, arm slides.
And San Francisco, traffic Clipper 120, taxiing to 28 left. All right, we're finally underway. Sorry, folks, little delays there we're expecting, but we're still doing pretty good here. Let's get some taxi lights on. And
all doors are closed and armed.
And I may go silent here again. Stand by. Okay. Like I said, the first officer is going to spend time with baby daddy, so for their weekend, and I didn't want to say much. Even though she's 10 months old, I know she's starting to understand a lot. So that's why. Sorry for that, but we're about ready to depart. Where are we on checks? Cabin alert transponder, flight start. Okay, we can get that real quick. All right. Now, if you really, if you look in the ATISs for this airport and several of them, they're going to tell you brief for all runways, for both runway, 28 left, 28 right, one left, whatever. Some of the other airports, same way. There is, or may no longer be, I haven't looked for it in a while, there was a little spat.
San Francisco traffic, United 244, turning onto the ILS in about 5 miles for runway 28 right.
Anyway, a little spat between controller or pilot and tower when they were given one runway by ground and tower gave them a different. And they had to redo the numbers and then rebrief. She was not happy with it. And it was just, again, that's where it all stemmed from. So, all right, let's go ahead, start the checks. Actually, first.
Cabin crew, take your seats. Before takeoff checklist.
Icing considerations.
Check.
Cabin alert.
Check.
Transponder.
Check.
Ignition.
Flight start.
Body gear steering.
Damn.
Hang on, something's going on here. There we go. I'm just going to put it on the charger. There we go. All right, and so that's where that all stemmed from. We'll get the body gear out here on the runway. Pack valves, pressure, fuel boost, all on. We're ready to go. And San Francisco traffic, Clipper 120 heavy departing 28 left on the Santana 2 departure. But if you're looking for a procedure intensive aircraft study level airliner,
traffic United 244 on the ILS for runway 28 right, San Francisco traffic.
this is your aircraft. Take a look. 747 from Felis. It is a real, you're doing the job of 3 people up here as one. Okay.
Disarm. Back valves. This. Closed. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Fuel boost pumps. On. Cross feed valves. Check. Before takeoff checklist completed.
Okay, and we'll get that after takeoff. Okay, let's throttle up.
Gear up.
San Francisco traffic, Clipper 120 airborne, switching to Unicom.
Gears up.
Okay, let's set this into altitude select. Let me double check.
Flaps 10.
All right, we're on our way.
Flaps 5.
Okay, altitude select. 245.
Flaps 1. Flaps up.
And make sure you get flaps up. Reason I say that If you look over there, you can see that needle can very quickly deceive you into thinking you're at flaps up when you're actually at flaps 1. And it will damage at or above 270, 80, 90, somewhere in that ballpark. There she went again, trying to get away from me. Okay, we're making the turn. Hey, we broke out of that garbage down below. All right. So I hope your Wednesday went well. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for being a part of Flying with Mike. We're on our way to Seattle. And got a couple of thousand feet to go till we reset as we come out of the Bay Area. But again, hope y'all are being safe, having a good Wednesday. We've had a little bit of snow, but in our area, it wasn't too bad. Other parts of the St. Louis area, whew, they didn't fare so well. Or out in Missouri. I have not heard about things south of St. Louis into Illinois, Tennessee, and all of that, Kentucky and all. But boy, boy, that was just incredible. To hear this storm coming, see it, it's showing it's here, but it's too dry to snow. And all of a sudden, overnight, we got 2.5 inches of snow. Like I said, other parts got literally dumped on. And it was clear skies like nothing ever happened, but yet there's 2.5 inches of new snow on the ground. We're gonna crash? Where? It's a 20-degree, not even 20-degree turn. First officers, I tell you. Or is your rank still flight attendant with Pan Am? Duluth Fly, welcome back, my friend. Oh, all right, so we're climbing away now. Lights are off, and we're still there. Okay. Logo wing will go ahead, turn off, run it, and see what we missed.
After takeoff checklist.
Gear lever. Off. Landing and logo lights. Damn.
Whoa, I know I turned them off. They were off. Oh my gosh. Got them all backwards.
Ignition.
Check.
Seatbelts and no smoking sign.
Check.
Back valves. Open. Fuel heat. Auto. After takeoff checklist completed.
All right, we're on our way. Let's get some idea how long it's going to take up there for you. Currently an hour and 30 minutes. We'll see if we can't shave some of that off. But hey, thanks for flying with us today. We really do appreciate it. And if you're new, hit that follow button. And if you're new watching this on YouTube, on our video that we'll upload later today, hey, would you please be nice enough to hit that subscribe button? And if you liked it, thumbs it up. We'd sure love that. But we're on our way. Got about an hour to go to Seattle. We're climbing through almost 18,000. So I'm going to go ahead and begin setting us to 2992. I had a controller did not like me going early to the altitude. Not 100% sure why. I've never got an answer, by the way, to why the European VATSIM organizations put us all, not just, you know, this group or that group, everybody on 1000. That's not what the transponder codes were meant for. So, or at least the way I was taught it. Now, it could be totally different now. So, but yeah, everybody is put on 1000. So I don't get why they do that. But anyway, we're on our way. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of Flying with Mike. The 747-200 climbing out the Bay Area for SeaTac. Thank you very much. All right, well, it doesn't look like much is going on at all up the East Coast here, or West Coast. That's all the same. Ooh, that hurts some people, I already know. Oh, yeah, that... Oh, well. So there you have it, the Queen of the Skies in the air. Like I said, I can't recommend this enough. If you just do an exclamation mark 742, you'll get the link to how to get your grubby paws all over it. And take your time learning it. There's a lot to this plane. Again, remember, you, one person, are doing the job of minimum 3 on one of these flights. So it is labor intensive, especially if you fly with the INS systems that come with the plane. It's not like something you have to purchase like the 727 and X-Plane 11. No, they come with it. The SEVA and the LTV, I don't know any beyond that. That's all I'm going to say. They come with it. You can fly with it. I just prefer the FMS. So, Duluth fly in with the guests. Were you here for the landing in San Francisco? Just curious. With that prediction? Ah, predicting. Okay. Well, you missed a really good landing. And you can check the Pan Am site. But folks, as Duluth Fly did, you can put a prediction in as well. Exclamation mark the word predict, then hit that space bar, put a negative number in after. The only thing that your prediction may be more accurate than everyone's going, boy, that sound, he's being pretty harsh. How many of you have flown into SeaTac on South Ops? It is not an easy airport as it is elsewhere. They've got the runways with the sloping. It's one of those I really want to see if it is as shown in X-Plane, because the center runway, that is outrageous. That's why I'm planning the right. Maybe that one's the one to land on. Well, you know, the one thing, though, I didn't look at for the right runway. How long is it? Oh, 8,000. That's fine, as long as we nail it. But the 16 center is rough. And I can't remember if it extended over to the left one or not. But yeah, that was rough coming in once. Just seeing almost, at one point, looked like it was really cranked up. And like I said, I'd really love to see how that runway really is. Now, I can tell you, if you get that same feeling, are your YouTube viewers reading chat? I'll be totally honest with you, Hawker. I don't know, because it's not on YouTube yet. Don't forget. You know, I need to get that little subscribe thumb up thing put in here. I'm going to have to look for one. That or start running the chat in the actual stream instead of in the chat boxes. But I really do want to see. Now, if you're in St. Louis and you're wondering, is runway 1129 sloped like that? Yes. Yes, it is. It's pretty, but it's, you know, a lot of runways you see like a roller coaster. It is almost at least midway down, if not a little further before maybe flattening. But thanks for that, Hawker. I sure do appreciate it. But yeah. So, but that slope here in Seattle, maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. We'll see. And there's been time for X-Plane to kind of rain it down. Who knows? So we'll see. But got a great crowd today, and thank you so much for being here. And new folks to Twitch, hit that follow button. We'd sure love to see you on future flights like tomorrow's. Also, check our moderators, Hawker 125 and Duluth Fly. Check their check and follow those guys. Duluth Flies, for the most part, you'll find him flying. Hawker, never know what you're going to run into when you see him up and live. So check them out. Great streamers, great friends. And we got another one hiding out there. He chimed in earlier, Bad Attitude. And he too is another good one to follow. One of our folks that like to show up all the time. Or most of the time, we'll put it that way.
join? Like, I don't get that.
I don't know.
But we did. Be fast to win big.
Hey,
And
another
teamwork
gift
is
set.
rewarded. So talk out loud and work together. Let's begin. It's round one. On your device, there's a list of prompts. Pick the one you like.
Fucking skiz. Blowing it up.
FYI, the harder prompts are worth more points.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
Oh, time is ticking. Hurry, hurry. If you don't pick a prompt in time, I do it for you. Now you're going to craft a sentence that describes your prompt. On your device, you'll see two.
Interesting. I don't have those turned on, so why are they still sounding? Okay, that's something to work on tonight. All right, so we're on our way. Enjoy the flight, and thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. And hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. St. Louisans, look on the bright side. The weekend is looking much warmer into next week. I haven't seen much for the rest. After about Tuesday or Wednesday, it's this time next week, we'll be pushing near 60. So, no, it's not time for spring yet, but once we can get to March, we'll start, it should become a little better. Not to say it won't get cold in March and won't snow, but we're turning that corner then. As for those up in Duluth, I have no idea. I think you turn the corner in July, and then at the next day, you turn it back to winter. No, I've actually never been up to Duluth. Did a lot of work in Minneapolis, St. Cloud. Was it Rochester? I'd have to look at the map. But there was like an Army base or an Army Reserve base I went out to, and quite a bit. And we picked up a lot from Whirlpool and other places like that. I don't even know if they're out there still. But anyway, long time ago. long time ago to say, thank goodness I'm not back there, not on the truck. All right, we're getting through just about 38,000 feet 19 minutes ago. Well, actually, let's not use that timer. Let's first get rid of this columns. 35 minutes ago, we finished the pushback, getting ready to taxi. So 56 to go. And 2,000 to go on the climb out. Let's get some music going for a little bit here. We got about 20 minutes, and hope you all enjoy, and hope to have us a cruise here shortly.
To level off.
While in your seat. In a few moments, the cabin crew will be passing through the cabin with hot or cold drinks, as well as a light meal. Alcoholic drinks are also available at a nominal charge. Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
All right, welcome aboard, folks. Thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. Little bit about myself for those who are not familiar with what Flying with Mike is all about. One, I do actually have a private pilot's license, howbeit I haven't flown a flight since 1985. So that ought to tell you, one, I'm an old dog. Two, and the reason is it's just too doggone expensive. And I have tried and tried and tried to get back in the air, um, but just too expensive. But anyway, started in the flight sim communities around 1999, 2000. Took that FS98, I think I started with, but it could have been 2000. And flew 2002, a Century of Flight FSX. During those 13 years where there were no flight sims, yes, there was that one called Prepared, but a lot of people that I knew were having a lot of trouble with it. I didn't dabble. I stayed with FSX, and it actually became a fairly decent sim for me. But my computer ran out of memory, and I tell you this part because that's what made the switch to X-Plane. Oh yeah, and Hawker 125 nagging me. But I will tell you this, once you get past the learning curve, and every sim, I don't care which one you fly, there's a learning curve. The keys are always different. If for anything, that makes it, a little difficult. You got to learn what key controls this. Some make sense, of course, some don't, but they do to the developers. You know how that all works. Well, lo and behold, X-Plane 11 actually had better flying characteristics than I've ever seen in a flight sim. We can squibble over the scenery. I don't see any scenery right now. I just see clouds. Huh. Oh well, I guess that's kind of why I don't care about that part. I'm more concerned with how it flies. But as I got more accustomed to X-Plane 11, there's some things still I have troubles with. I made the transition to X-Plane 12. Wow, what a great sim. Every beta that comes out, every update is just phenomenal. And I'm not leaving. I can tell you this much. If you see Flying with Mike up and streaming, you're going to see X-Plane 12. Or X-Plane 11 because the 727 still over there. I don't expect it to come to X-Plane 12. Even though they say it will, I think it'll be probably when X-Plane 13 or 14 comes out, and we'll be long gone from that. So it's a shame because it was a fairly decent representation of a 727. Not going to say the best, but it was flyable. It was good. It did the job that it should, and I wish it would come over to X-Plane 12. And I wish everyone would, but that's not what this is about. I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight of who I am and what Flying with Mike is. I try to fly as best I can to FAA, to what you expect. However, I usually don't go around when I should. So I'll warn you ahead of time. So just because I have a private pilot license, just realize I haven't flown on it in 35, 40 years. I hope to one day get back into it, but it's just so expensive out there. I can't see that happening. So, but I hope you enjoy. I'm glad you're here, and we'll be in Seattle in about 40 minutes. So enjoy. Thank you so much for coming aboard, checking us out. And if you like what you see, please hit that follow button. Love for you to be a part of the family. All right, so here we go. 40 minutes out. We are planning the Olympia 2 arrival into Seattle. If anyone out there happens to know where Pan Am parked, I would love to know. I know those satellite terminals, I think, came into play after Pan Am deceased, assisted and deceased. And it's a shame. But then flying a 747, either from LA to San Francisco or LA to Seattle, that's expensive. So that could be part of it too. So, but hey, come check us out at Pan Am Virtual. We got a really good a software package now with VAMSys. Fusion Airlines has it, a couple of other ones out there, but it's actually really good. To me, pricey, but you do get a pretty good bang for your buck with it. So that does help ease some of it. But hey, give us a try. Would love to have you aboard. It is kind of an interesting setup. We do fly Pan Am. We fly either the 1961 schedule, where you'll find a lot of, well, the 707s. And we fly the 1985 schedule, where you find some of the aircraft you may recognize. The 747, the 727s. They even dabbled in 737s, Airbuses, L1011s. I think they had DC-10s, DC-8s. So now, most of what I just said are not available. I don't know of them in any sim right now, which is a shame because some of those aircraft are phenomenal. But we fly the 1985 schedule. I got the US pretty well worked out. I've got to get in and get Europe set up, but the problem is I'm running into airports that aren't yet in the system that we have to put in. Same with the Caribbean. And then I have to look at the Far East, but I already know one or two aren't in there too. So we got to look and get all of those up and going, plus Australia. So, but we'll get them in there. And, but I'd like you to give us a look, give us a try. You know, if you love flying that 727, and I know there's one in the other sim, I know there's a 707 in the other sim. Give us a try. We're one of the few exclusive Pan Am flying VAs out there. Now, granted, I said it's a little quirky. We have TWA of all things with us. And anyone who knows aviation history knows that's oil and water. TWA and Pan Am, they do not. Oh, while it would have been interesting to see them merge if they would have stayed through the 2000s, or would they have crumbled anyway? Who knows? Taking Pan Am's notoriety, well, TWA had it too, but TWA had a domestic base that Pan Am desperately needed and just could not get it. The two would have came together. Who knows what would have happened? But they got to pull the axe out of each other's back that they would continually do. So, but anyway, check us out there at you see the link there, vamsys.io/registration/PAA. We're an up-and-coming airline. Love to have you aboard. All right, let's start thinking about getting ready here, like when and where is top of descent. 150 miles out. Okay. So we're going to be landing south, so at or above 17,000 at Olympia. All right, so it looks like a pretty decent approach. And that's all we got is pretty much at or above 17,270, then at Arvid 13. No, wait, yeah, and 250, and continue on that till we get lower, or we allow it to be lower. All right, so how is your hump day going? Remember, the weekend's right ahead of us, folks. 2 days away. Tomorrow's Friday Eve. So hopefully you have a good weekend planned. And if you're in the St. Louis area and a lot of areas around it, get ready for a warm-up. And I know we're kind of ready for it after being in the teens first part of this week. So keep seeing an observer bouncing in and out. Delta. Wonder if he realizes you got to uncheck the observer box. Wow. Seattle advises, hang on, let me get this up here. We descend via the Ohm to arrival. But this is an auto ATC, so descend what? I know. Let me get it up here. So we'll begin thinking about it in... Well, actually, we're about 50 miles out, so let's think about it. First things first. Let's put that in altitude hold. And we are going to be landing north, so let's get our first set at 17. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to plan Olympia VOR 13. Go ahead, put that in here. Actually, I may, no, because I'm going to put Seattle over here. Okay, we're, looks like 150 miles from SeaTac. We're starting our descent. We're 126 from Olympia, and we're going to come on down to 17,000. We'll get our altimeter, I think it said was 2997. So there we go. And it's adjusting. All right, we're going to maintain about Mach 0.85 or so down. Now, at Olympia, we need to be at 270. Okay, we just switched out of Mach hold 0.85. Now we're in indicated airspeed hold 300. We're not working with our pitch over here. We're just keeping it on vertical speed. We're going to try to do about 2,000 feet a minute down. Nice and easy for our passengers back there. But we're coming in now. We're about 16 or so minutes out. And I hope y'all are ready for this. Looks like a pretty good cloud cover deck here. Let's see. Yeah, we're not seeing anything through these clouds. All right. Well, you know, sometimes this is what you get. And hope y'all enjoy the arrival into Seattle. And I hope that verse of the day puts a thought on you. It's a really, really appropriate, especially for this day and time when many people just, the only time they feel they can be still is when they sleep. Instead of just realizing, just sit. The world will not collapse around you. Just sit. Be still. Know that I am God. I mean, right there, folks. Just be still. I will be exalted among nations. Uh-oh. I will be exalted in the earth. Just sit there and just be still. Let God be God. You are not God. I think and sometimes act like I think I'm God. Oh no. Last I checked, I can't breathe mountains into existence or animals into existence. Nope. Can't do it. Can't speak them. I am just mere mortal. And a lot of people need to realize, let God be God. God is God. You're not. I'm not. And boy, really good verse today. I hope you can take time. Just sit, relax, and let God. He'll find a way to talk to you if you just sit and relax. So I hope that verse of the day helps many who are struggling to think they can't rest. I haven't had a good night's sleep in many months. So just be still. I think we just crossed battleground. So we're headed to Olympic now. I'm going to go ahead, set our course for the ILS, which is going to be around 160. I really hate when it... I haven't really decided if I like this bouncing cockpit. My hands would do so much better on these dials than even in a bouncing cockpit. Okay, 64 miles to Olympic. VOR. 17,000, then we'll descend to 13,000 and slow to 250. Okay, coming up to Kuga. Okay, we're above minimums, which is always a good thing. And we're descending in. Now we'll turn the seatbelt signs on.
Thousand level off.
All right, we're 30 miles, and I'm going to go ahead, and if you all have predictions, put them in. Love to see who gets the closest here. I'm also going to go ahead and call us 10 minutes out.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Please fasten your seatbelt. Adjust the back of your seat in the upright position and stow your tray table. Stow your luggage in the luggage bins or under the seats in front of you. Our cabin crew will make a final check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses. Cabin ready.
All right, so we're looking at about 5,000 feet of the runway. Okay, so we'll set medium brakes. Okay, here we go. Hope you got your predictions in. We're turning for the airport. Now, granted, we got to run an extended downwind to join that localizer, but hope y'all are ready. We'll be landing in Seattle here shortly. Okay, so after Fort, we fly 343.
Level off.
All right, let's double check. Yep, the green light's on over there. Okay, so here we go. The good thing about coming in from like the West Coast, there is high terrain, but it's not on top of you like it is to the east of the city. You're flying, granted, you still got some room, but you're flying up and coming in. Or they cut you across SeaTac and loop you in. So all right, okay, we're off Olympia, so let me set our localizer to 110. $75. 18 miles from SeaTac. Okay, we're about to make that turn.
Approach checklist, please.
Seat belts and shoulder harness.
Check.
Seatbelts and no smoking signs.
On.
Anti-ice.
On.
Exterior lights.
Check.
Auto brakes.
Medium.
Radio INS switches.
Radio.
Flight director computer selectors.
Check.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Altimeters.
1015. Set and cross-check.
Landing data, EPR and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross-check.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel heat. Wait. Off. EPR computer. Go around. Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
All right, we're about ready to switch over. I just want to double check our frequency. $119.9. Okay, let's just start this descent.
10,000. Thousand to level off.
Flaps 1.
Seattle traffic, JetBlue 1443 at Quebec 13 taxiing.
Localizer alive.
Seattle traffic, Clipper 120, approximately 15 miles out on the ILS for 16 right. I got a feeling we're going to get disconnected. And if it does, we'll come in. Let's try one time.
Flaps 10.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna go down again. What's on the ground there? Just one. This weather, oh man, the scenery and the weather is all playing against us.
Gear down. Flaps 20. Gears down, green light.
Okay, we'll stay offline till we're on the ground.
Flaps 25. Flaps 30.
All right, 11-mile final, fully configured, gear down, green light, and brake set, flaps full, and
Landing checklist. Down and check.
Down and check. Flaps.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Spoilers.
Armed.
Ignition.
Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
Altimeters. 1015. Set and cross-checked. Landing checklist completed.
All right, folks, we are. I didn't hear. Did we get through it? Yes, we did. All right, will he or will we not see a runway? Got him in sight, but not. After what you see, that you can already see the humps. Not as much on the left, but that center one you can really see. And they play tricks with you big time. All right, we're lined up, ready for the approach.
One thousand.
We'll be landing shortly. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Okay, the plane's mine. Last chance, get your predictions in. Seattle
500.
traffic, Clipper 120, short final 16 right.
Approaching minimums.
Landing.
Minimums.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Pull
50,
up.
40, 30, 20, 10. Check reverse. Auto brake off. Out, off, reverse. 60 knots.
Much like the San Francisco arrival.
Welcome to our destination airport. Please remain seated until the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Flaps up.
And we're clear, 16 right, taxiing to the south terminal. Let's try again, see how we do. Not on any runway. Not affecting anyone's flight. JetBlue will be waiting on.
Attention all aircraft. SEA information. Zulu current. Altimeter 2997.
All right, we are taxiing in. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry, I've been a little quiet. Oop, I got one more big thing to do.
After landing checklist.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Body gear steering.
Arm.
Outer brakes.
Damn.
Yep, I forgot him. And I knew it, but I knew this turn was coming.
Off.
Ignition.
Hold on. Off.
Engine and wing anti-ice.
Off.
Radar and transponder.
Hold on. Stand by.
Flaps.
Up.
Spoilers.
Down.
Stabilizer trim.
7 units. Parking brake released. Parking brake set.
All right, ran into this one other time. Hang on, we'll do this.
Cockpit to ground. Put the chocks on.
Chocks are on.
Cockpit to ground. Connect ground power.
Ground power connected.
Okay, welcome in. Wow. Always fun when it won't behave. Okay, let's get over here, finish this up real quick. And we're going to call it. What a great night it was. Okay, start.
All right, secure cockpit checklist.
Brakes.
Parked.
Beacon lights.
Off.
INS.
Damn. Align.
Probe and window heat.
Off.
Back valves. Check. Fuel boost pumps. Let's see. Off. Reserve tank valves. Closed. Hydraulic panel. Check. Oxygen. Check. Flight recorder. Off.
Emergency lights. Off. Radar. Off.
INS. Off. Radio switches. This.
Check was completed.
All right, we're done. Okay, welcome to Seattle and the end of today. What a fun day. I'm going to actually click over here to payload and deplane unload. And that should wrap us up. All right, let's get in here and check some numbers out, shall we? All right, the airline 268. We'll take it. Real quick, check my PIREP. Uh, 45 points. Wow. Boy, we did pretty good. 268, 176 into San Francisco. Let me just back up a little here. Well, I'm lost. All right, I'm going to have to check another way here in a moment. Don't know who won, but it was a fun one nonetheless. Hang on, Elevatech put us at... $266 feet a minute, 129. That all is about right, 1.3 Gs. And that's what we should have done here. So that's pretty good. Sim toolkit real quick. Hang on a second. All right, so let's check Sim toolkit here. 285, beautiful route, right up the coastline. Too bad it was cloudy. And 146, 285 at 128. Not bad. We were, it appears, 26 feet off the center line. In a plane this size, that's not the greatest place to be, but hey, we were 1,800 feet down an 8,500 foot runway. So, fantastic numbers. We'll take them any day of the week. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. That was a fun trip. And looking forward to tomorrow. Folks, enjoy the night. It is hump day, so enjoy. We're over the hump. The weekend is just 2 days away. So y'all have a great night. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow.